Hey guys, this is Matt here with The Moon on Fire. What I wanted to go over today is basically my expectations for Season 8, Episode 1, and its pacing structure according to the comics. Um, the comics started out all out war, I think, with a fucking bang. I mean, it was a little bit rushed to me, but I mean, it's a comic. Come on now. Um, So I see what they're doing with episode one is they're going to be starting with this scene right here with Rick talking to everyone. I think here in this comic they're outside of Alexandria, but I believe he will be outside of the kingdom. And I also, as many of you have probably heard of the structure of the episode, it's going to be centered around past, present, and future events. So really, what I see right here is them starting the episode out again with Rick talking to everyone at the kingdom, and then flipping to this image here. Really, it's that introduction to Old Man Rick, where he's waking up in a new beginning, which is the arc of the comic, is what it's called. Where he's waking up, of course, in the show he does have both his hands, so don't be confused. And then quickly it's gonna go back to where we were at the kingdom, and just from my perspective, I feel like this will be a part of the past events. Um, what they did in the trailer, from what I saw, is Daryl and group were going around drawing a horde to well, they're bringing it to the sanctuary, but they're drawing that horde around. So I feel like a lot of that is going to be action filler time to bring a little bit more suspense to the episode. But before we get into that, they're gonna pay homage to since this is episode 100. They're gonna do a lot of callbacks. So I see them switching over to Carl, taking taking gas from vehicles, and possibly running into Saeed. Who knows? It's possible. Speculation. Maybe. So I feel like this shot right here may be the next thing they show for the future events. It kind of fits into, just from my opinion, that the pacing of it, with Rick waking up and then Rick walking out and seeing the accomplishments, seeing a new world, basically. Um, but in between, they're going to do a lot of drawn out scenes with fucking shit blowing up and whatnot, um, and Rick commanding his group of survivors to the sanctuary, really. And another interesting scene I saw from the trailer is the scene where Negan's talking about, you better have your shitting pants on. And as you see from the image here, Dwight's actually the one in the comic that's talking to him, not Father Gabriel. But I think something interesting they may be doing with that is possibly having a heartfelt moment with Gabriel and Rick. I mean, because fucking come on, Gabriel was a pussy whenever he was first introduced, and now I feel like he's starting to solidify his place in the group. So what I feel like is Rick's plan is to drive straight through the gates of the sanctuary to lead that herd to the Negan's front door, basically. But here in the comics, Holly jumps in the vehicle because she's pissed off that Abraham was killed, and she loved Abraham, so she wanted to go in really what they did with Sasha in episode 15 and episode 16, where, you know, of course, she passed away. But what they'll do here is Father Gabriel, I feel like, will take this spot and he'll drive through that gate and he'll eventually be caught by Negan. So we're going to get a lot of suspense, action. We'll see a lot of gunfire, and then, you know, of course, shit's gonna pop off. And then quickly we're gonna get into this scene right here, which I fucking hope they do this at the end of the episode, because that shit will have me fucking hyped. Really, this is one of my favorite pictures from the comic. It's where the groups united are standing out in front of Negan, and they're basically saying, "Hey, motherfucker, like you give up now, and that'll be the end of it." And I really don't feel like they're gonna show this extra stuff right here in episode 1. I feel like they're strictly gonna stick to the pacing structure they have for episode 1, which is, you know, the past, present, and future events that are going on. But who knows? They may end it with, you know, Rick walking into a room. Could be a jail. Could be out to get a sandwich. Who knows? So if you guys enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, either at the bottom of the video or I'll have it in the corner of the video. I'll be coming out with more content in the future. This is only my first video, so I have a lot of learning to do. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment box.